Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I will teach you mathematics in standard 8. Today we are going to study chapter number 7, variation, practice set 7.2. So children, in previous video we have seen the first type of variation, which is direct variation. Now today we are going to study the second type of variation, which is known as inverse variation or inverse proportion. So let us see one example so that you all will get full idea about the inverse variation. Here you can see one chart where we can see in the first column there are number of students in a row, which is denoted by using variable x. Then number of rows are denoted by using variable y, and third column is their product x multiplied by y. So when the number of rows are number of students are 40, the number of rows are 6, and their multiplication is 40 multiplied by 6, we are getting 240. When the number of students are 10, the number of rows are 24, 10 into 24, again we are getting answer 240. When the number of students is 24, number of rows is 10, and product is 20 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 10, 240. Number of students 12, number of rows 20, 12 into 20, again we are getting answer 240. Number of students 8, number of rows 30, 8 into 30, answer is 240. So what we can see, the product x multiplied by y is constant here. When the number of students are decreasing, number of rows are increasing. When one number is decreasing, the other number is increasing in the same proportion. Why we are saying same proportion? Because their product is constant. We are getting same answer 240, 240, 240, 240. That means what? Product is constant. So in inverse proportion, their product is constant. But in direct proportion, what we have seen in the previous video, the ratio is constant, the division is constant. In direct proportion, direct and D you have to remember always. In direct proportion, division is constant. In inverse proportion, product is constant. So always keep this in mind, product is constant in inverse proportion. And what again we have to keep in mind, we have to remember that in inverse proportion, when the one number is decreasing, second number increases. Or when first number increases, second number decreases. So it is inverse, it is opposite. In direct proportion, it is not opposite, it is same. When one number increases, second also increases. When one number decreases, second also decreases. In direct proportion, it is same. In inverse proportion, it is opposite. So we can identify inverse proportion from this only. When one number increases, second decreases. Or when first decreases, second increases. That is inverse proportion. So what we have seen here from this example, the product x into y is constant. Product is constant. Number of students in row and number of rows y are in inverse variation. If the increase in one number causes the decrease in other number in the same proportion. In inverse proportion, what happened? Increase in one number causes the decrease in the other number. So let us see how to write it in the statement form. In the statement form, we write it as x is inversely proportional to y, or there is an inverse variation in x and y, or x inversely varies as y. In symbol form, we write it as x, then variation symbol, and we write 1 upon y. Second quantity we have to write inverse. You all know what is inverse now. So inverse of y, what is the inverse of y? Y, we write it as y upon 1. So its inverse is 1 upon y. So first quantity write as it is, and second quantity we have to write the inverse. Okay. And then in the equation form, x is equal to k upon y, or x multiplied by y is equal to k. mostly we use this form of equation, multiplication is equal to k constant. In inverse variation we use x multiplied by y is equal to k constant, and what we have used in direct variation, we have used x upon y is equal to k constant, and in inverse variation we have to use x multiplied by y is equal to k constant, and k is the constant of variation. So let us see practice set 7.2. Practice set 7.2, there are 6 questions. So we will first see the fourth question, question number 4. Question number 4 is, write the following statement using symbol of variation. So let us see how to write by using the symbol of variation. I have written the question here. The wavelength of sound L and its frequency F are in inverse variation. So how to write? We will be using the variables for this. Variables are given L and F. So L we write, then we write variation symbol, and this F we write in the inverse of F. This is F means F upon 1. So what is its inverse? It is 1 upon F. So inverse variation, always write second variable in the inverse form. Multiplicative inverse we have seen. So L inversely varies to F. Now I is the intensity of light, varies inversely with the square of distance d. So square of distance, okay. So I is variable sign, it is inversely varies with square of distance d. So 1 upon square of distance d square. In this way we can write the answers of these statements. Now let us see question number 1. What is question number 1? We have given this one chart, and what we have to do, the information about number of workers and number of days. To complete the work in a given in the following table, complete the table. Okay, this is the number of workers and number of days to complete the work. So we have to see what type of variation is there. So for number of workers we can take x. I will be writing x here. For number of days we can take y. Now see children, when the first quantity is decreasing, from first two column only you can observe that when the first quantity is decreasing, second quantity is increasing. In first column it is 30, second column it is 20. That means it is decreasing. But here in first column it is 6 and second column it is 9. It is increasing. So here I can write here solution. There is inverse variation between number of workers and number of days. This is also the problem, the question of general knowledge also, student. We all know that when the number of workers increases, we require less number of days. When the number of workers decreases, we require more number of days to complete the work. Correct now? If one work is done by 20 people in 5 days, the same work will be done by 40 people in less number of days, in 2.5 number of days. Correct now? So when the number of workers increases, the number of days will be decreases. So that is the example of inverse variation. So how to write it in the symbol form? X variable sign inverse of y. So x inversely varies with y. Now we have to write it in the equation form. Immediately after writing in the symbol form, we have to write in the equation form. Equation form of inverse variation is very easy. We have to write it in the product. X multiplied by y is equal to k constant. It is that much simple. Now we will put the values from either from first column or from second column. You will be getting same answer. For when x is equal to 30, y is equal to 6. So put the values here. Therefore 30 into 6 is equal to k. 6 3s are 18. 180 is equal to k. So k is equal to 180 is the constant of variation. Immediately after getting the value of k, we have to write it as constant of variation. And after getting constant of variation, we can write equation of variation. What is the equation of variation? We will put the value of k in this equation. Immediately after writing it in the symbol form, we have got the equation form, and in this equation form we will be putting the value of k, and so we can get the equation of our question. So equation of our question is x multiplied by y is equal to 180. In place of k we write 180. So this is our equation of variation. Okay, now we have to find values one by one. For workers x, we have to find out y value is given 12. So let us see. When y is equal to 12, we have to find x is equal to how much. How to find? We will first write this equation of variation from our sum. So x into y is equal to 180 is our equation of variation. We will substitute the value of y. X we write as it is. In place of y we write 12 is equal to 180. Now 12 transfer on this side. X as it is we write, equal to 180 as it is we write, and multiply by 12. Transfer from left hand side to right hand side. Multiply by 12 will become divide by 12. Now divide 12 ones are 12. 12 ones are 12. 12 fives are 60. So x is equal to 15 we are getting. So here we can write 15. Now see the second, this is fourth column. Next last column you all solve on your own. What is there? X is equal to 10. When x is equal to 10, we have to find y is equal to how much? Correct. So again what we have to do? We have to write the equation of our sum. X into y is equal to 180. X is 10. Y we have to find out is equal to 180. So therefore y is equal to 180. This 10 will go in the denominator. Divide by 10 ones are 10. 10 18s are 180, and therefore y is equal to 18. And in this way we can got the value for y, which is 18. Same way solve the last column. Question number 4, we have to find the constant of variation and equation of variation for every example. So it is given in the symbol form. You all know now. It is given in the symbol form. We start from the symbol form. P inversely varies with Q. After writing in the symbol form, what we have to do? We have to write it in the equation form. As it is inverse variation, we have to write P multiplied by Q is equal to K constant. Now P is equal to, when P is equal to 15, Q is equal to 4. So we will be getting, in place of P we write 15, in place of Q we write 4 is equal to K. 15 4s are 60 is equal to K, and therefore K is equal to 60 is the constant of variation. Constant of variation. And from this constant of variation we can write the equation of variation. P into Q we write as it is, and in place of K we put the value 60, and this is our equation of variation. So in these sums we have to solve till this only. We have to find the constant of variation and we have to write the equation of variation for every example. So let us see what is the second example from this question. Z inversely varies with W. So this you all can solve. I will be showing you third example. S inversely varies with the square of t. So S inversely varies with the square of t. Okay. And S is equal to 4, t is equal to 5. So let us see how to solve this sum. After writing in the symbol form, what we have to do? We have to write it in the equation form. S multiplied by t square is equal to k, constant. Now value of s and t are given. When s is equal to 4, t is equal to 5. So we will put the value. S is 4 and t is 5. But here we are having t square. That means we have to write 5 square is equal to k, constant. So therefore 4 into 5 square is 25 is equal to k. 4 into 25 is 100 is equal to k, and therefore k is equal to 100 is the constant of variation. And what will be the equation of variation? S multiplied by t square is equal to 100 is the equation of variation. Equation of variation. In this way, solve fourth sum also. Fourth sum, x inversely varies with the square root of y, and if x is equal to 15, y is equal to 9. So symbol form is given to us. X inversely varies with the square root of y. After writing symbol form, what we have to do? We have to convert it in the equation form. X multiplied by square root of y is equal to k, constant. Then we have given the values when x is equal to 15, y is equal to 9. So in place of x we write 15 multiplied by square root of y, that means square root of 9 is equal to k. Now 15 multiplied by, what is square root of 9? It is 3. You all know that. 15 3s are 45 is equal to k. So k is equal to 45 is the constant of variation. And what is the equation of variation? X multiplied by square root y. X multiplied by square root y is equal to 45 is our equation of variation. Now let us see question number 3. The boxes are to be filled with apple in a heap. If 24 apples are put in a box, then 27 boxes are needed, and 36 apples are filled in a box. How many boxes will be needed? For 24 apples, 27 boxes are needed. So for 36 apples, how many boxes we will require? We have to find it out. So let us see. Start the solution with statement. Number of apples. We can take any variable because variable is not given in our question. So I will be taking x, and number of boxes. I will take y for boxes are in inverse variation. Write in the symbol form. Immediately after this we will be writing in the symbol form x inversely varies with y. And after writing in the symbol form we write in the equation form. X into y is equal to k, constant. Now you all know what is the equation form for the inverse variation. Now what is there? If 24 apples are put in 27 boxes. For apples, number of apples we have taken x. So when x is equal to 24, how many number of boxes are there? Y is equal to 27. Put this value. 24 into 27 is equal to k. So now we have to multiply. 24 into 27. What we can get? 24 into 27. So I have got it. 648 is equal to k. So k is equal to 648 is the constant of variation. Immediately after getting the value of k, write down constant of variation. This statement is very important. Constant of variation. After writing constant of variation, what we have to write? We have to write the equation of variation. Equation we write x into y as it is, and in place of k we write the value of k, 648. This is what? This is our equation of variation. Now after getting equation of variation, read the next sentence. If 36 apples are filled in a box. Okay, we will solve on this side now. 36 apples, that means number of apples are 36. When x is equal to 36, we have to find how many boxes will be needed. That means we have to find y is equal to how much. So how to solve this? Again we will be writing the equation from the solution. Which equation we have got? X multiplied by y is equal to 648. Now x is 36. Y we have to find out 648, right, as it is. Therefore y is equal to 648. This 36 will be going in the denominator now. Y is equal to, yes, by which number you can cancel it? I can cancel it by 6. 6 6 are 36. 6 1s are 6. 4 is there. So 6 zeros are 0. 4 and 8, 48. 6 8s are 48. 108 upon 6. Again we can cancel it by 6. 6 1s are 6. 6 1s are 6. 10 minus 6. 4 remaining. 6 8s are 48. So y is equal to 18. So for 36 apples we require 18 boxes. So write the answer in statement form. Therefore answer is, how to write? If 36 apples are filled in a box, how many boxes will be needed? So 18 boxes will be needed when 36 apples are to be filled. Okay, so in this way write the answer in the statement form. Question number 5. The sum is given in the symbol form. So we start from that symbol form. X inversely varies with square root of y. When after writing symbol form, we write it in the equation form. X multiplied by square root of y is equal to k constant. Immediately write down the equation form. Now after writing equation form, we see the values. When x is equal to 40, y is equal to 16. Put the values. Therefore, in place of x we write 40. In place of y, square root y is square root 16 is equal to k. Therefore, 40 multiplied by square root of 16 is 4. So, what is the answer? 4 4s are 16 again. 160 is equal to k. So, k is equal to 160 is what? Constant of variation. And from constant of variation, what we will be getting? The equation of variation. X multiplied by square root of y is equal to 160 is the equation of variation. Okay. Then after writing constant of variation and equation of variation, we have to see the next part of our question. What is the next part of our question? If x is equal to 10, we have to find y. So when x is equal to 10, we have to find y is equal to how much? So how to write? We will be writing this equation first. X multiplied by square root of y is equal to 160. We put the value of x multiplied by square root of y is equal to 160. Now square root of y we write as it is 160 upon this 10. 0 0 is cancelled. And what we are getting? Y is equal to square root of y is equal to 16. We are getting the value of square root of y and we require the value of y only. So what we have to do? We will be taking the square of both the sides. Square root of y square is equal to 16 square. So this square root and square cancel each other. We get y. And what is 16 square? 256. So y is equal to 256 we are getting. We require only y value. Okay. Now see the last sum. Very easy. Solution. x varies inversely as y. So how to write in the statement form? X varies inversely as y. That means in equation form, x multiplied by y is equal to k constant. Now what is given? When x is equal to 15, y is equal to 10. When x is equal to 15, y is equal to 10. So put the values, x is 15, y is 10, is equal to k constant. That means 150 is equal to k. That means k is equal to 150, which is the constant of variation. This is the constant of variation. And therefore, equation of variation will be x into y is equal to 150. X into y is equal to 150. This is the equation of variation. Equation of variation. Correct. Now what is the last question of our question, last sentence? When x is equal to 20, y is equal to how much? How to write? We have to write the equation first. X into y is equal to 150. Put the value of x, which is 20, into y is equal to 150. Therefore y is equal to 150 upon 20. 0 0 cancel. Y is equal to 15 divided by 12. What is 15 divided by not 12, 2. 15 divided by 2. What is the answer? 7.5. We have seen it now. How to divide it? 15 divided by 2. 2 sevens are 14, 0, and this 1 remaining. 15 minus 4, we put the 0 here. For this 0 we put a point, and 2 5s are 10. So in this way we are getting y is equal to 7.5. So all the sums from this exercise, practice set 7.2 explain.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.